Granny Pearl's smothered meat patties. These patties with the mushroom sauce gravy is an old family recipe that my son gave me and begged me to make, and I'm so glad I did. It came from the recipe box of his great-grandmother Pearl, who was one of the sweetest ladies and true Southerners from an era gone by. So let's get started on Darlene's Table. I'm starting out with 2 pounds of grass-fed 8515 hamburger, a large sliced onion, butter, my seasonings, which consist of seasoned salt, cumin, chili powder, and garlic powder. Now, I have sliced baby Bella mushrooms. Next is Worcestershire, a can of cream of mushroom with roasted garlic, Campbell's soup, and unsalted beef stock. What you don't see is 2 eggs and breadcrumbs, which I decided to add a little later because it makes for a softer hamburger patty. Now I'm going to brown the onions. I use nature seasoning, that's got salt, pepper, and a little garlic. I'm going to brown those. While the onions are browning, let's mix up the hamburger with the seasoning. Mix it well. Now remember, you don't see, because my videographer missed it, I added 2 eggs and 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs. This makes for a little softer patty. It doesn't fall apart, but it makes a softer patty. So it should make 7 to 8. I have 7 patties here. My onions are browning. Looks like they're ready to take out. Take out my onions, and next will be the mushrooms. So while those are browning, add a little more butter. And in with the mushrooms. These are on a medium-high heat, and we want these nicely browned as well. I'll also use the nature seasoning on this. I like that seasoning very much. So I need a little more butter, a little bit of oil, a little vegetable oil. All right, so I've got my flour in a bag, just plain all-purpose flour. I'm going to flour these liberally. Mushrooms are done. We're going to go in with the hamburger patties to brown them. So remove the mushrooms to a bowl, add a little bit more oil, a couple of tablespoons, maybe 3. And in with the patties. We're going to brown these meat patties very nicely on each side. So now they're browned, nicely browned. They're not cooked. They're not completely cooked. We're going to remove them. And I'm going to add the cream of mushroom soup. It's been around since 1936. Add the Worcestershire. So stir this up, get it mixed in. All right, so I decided for more Worcestershire. And now some beef stock. You can use anywhere from 1 to 2 cups. Get it to the consistency that you like. And once this is blended well, back in with the meat patties. We will cook these meat patties for 15 minutes on each side. So all of the patties are in. I'm going to put any juices and put the lid on. 15 minutes later, We're going to turn the patties. Turn all the patties and cook this for another 15 minutes with the lid on. Make sure nothing's sticking, move it around. I'm going to add the browned onions back into the skillet along with the browned mushrooms. Now I'll put the lid back on this and just let it simmer for 5 more minutes to heat up the onions and the mushrooms. I served this dish over egg noodles, which we love, but of course mashed potatoes or rice are also excellent and popular choices. Anyway, I hope you will give it a try, and if you do, please let me know what you think in the comments below. Of course, you can find this recipe on my new and improved website, DarlenesTable.com. So that's it for the video. Please have a great rest of your day, and come back for another video right here on Darlene's Table.